EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, it's Bell. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Hooper. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw. Hooper. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. To throw on second down. Hooper. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Tate to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Stafford.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, Stafford letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Open man is Galladay, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Tate to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
This is unbelievable.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, left side here to Sanders. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. To the air again, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's caught. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flipping over to the other side, the offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Browns who are out on top. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. Let's stay in the AFC East and head a few states down to check on the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Dolphins able to keep their slim playoff hopes alive as they run their mark to 4-6 on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooper. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hooper. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Hooper. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Off the play fake. Hooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed.
Wow. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford now to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Stafford. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Let's go!
The Lions defense gearing up as they take the field.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hooper.
He'll complete this one to Swan.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen. Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Hooper.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Steelers ready for their next possession.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
Tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
Wow, rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. From the 27, Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing on first down. Hooper over the middle. He gets it to Swan. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Off play action. Hooper, he's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
On first down, Hooper. Got a man, it's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Julian Okwara in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
They didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out now come the Lions. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Stafford, and he's got the hook up to Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. On 1st down, Stafford here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Again, it's Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one too low. 2nd and 10. Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Throwing is Stafford. And Sanders has got it complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Stafford on 1st down. And once again, this is Sanders. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Sanders. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Sanders. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. 54 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's brought down. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Boswell for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Tate to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One last throw here for Stanford. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Steelers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.